Do you actually know why you hate Jake Paul, or are you just following the crowd? Love him or hate him, there's no denying his impact on social media, the entertainment industry, and entrepreneurship. But how is it that such a controversial human being can be so successful, but also be the most hated person on the planet? Now, I don't know the man very well. I'm just your average citizen that doesn't know why I need to hate Jake Paul.
Yeah.
The problem is, Jake's dirty laundry is out to dry in front of the whole world. And it's easy to not like someone when all their sins are shared with the world. If we did the same with you, I bet we probably wouldn't like you either. Back when Jake was doing YouTube more full time, I didn't like his videos at all. So I didn't watch them. And that's that. It confuses me when people are willing to make so many hate comments on somebody's channel, but are still continuing to watch that channel. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it. Anyways, being on Jake's team is to be against the grain, per se. And I like to think I'm a person who likes to go against the grain. Now, despite this hate, Jake Paul has managed to turn this attention into an empire. Because whether you love him or hate him, you're still talking about him. And that is the golden ticket in the empire business. Jake Paul has learned how to leverage controversy into visibility, and visibility equals money. While I don't admire the craziness Jake has done in his life, I do admire his ability to push past the negative. Jake is the true definition of overcoming persecution. There's this quote I really like. Who's in more danger, the comfortable or the persecuted? A person who is pursuing their faith and actively living out their life for Christ is going to consistently get persecution in their life because it goes against the world's beliefs. But a person who is quiet about their faith, fits in with the world, pursues their earthly desires, may not truly know God. While I don't know that Jake is a believer, I do like to relate this quote to entrepreneurship. An entrepreneur who's pursuing his dreams will most likely be living a life just a little bit differently than the rest of the world. And in turn, you receive criticism for that because you're living life just out of the norm and not living the rat race. An entrepreneur who is comfortable working a 40-hour week, spending all their profits on the weekend, is most likely in danger. Let's not forget about Jake's ability to pivot. One of the keys to his success is the ability to reinvent himself when needed. Take his boxing career, for example. When he first started boxing, people were laughing at him. But through hard work, training, and a lot of media attention, he was able to turn himself into a legitimate pay-per-view. You can't say Jake's not a good fighter. He's got the record to prove it. You hear all these people say, oh, he's just a YouTuber. Okay, that's like looking at any other fighter and saying, whatever their previous job was before they were a fighter. It's irrelevant. Jake Paul's matches aren't just about boxing themselves though. It's about creating a spectacle, drawing in attention, bringing in money. People show up for the drama, the trash talk. In 2021 alone, he made over $40 million in his boxing career. That's a pretty decent amount of money for people to be laughing at him as a fake boxer. So how did he do it? How did Jake manage to turn all of that hate into a business empire? Well, it's a mixture of smart marketing, how to create talk value, and capitalizing on every opportunity to diversify his income streams. He's a master at creating headlines. If you look at his social media presence, it's all about keeping his audience engaged. From YouTube videos to Instagram posts to press conferences, Jake knows how to get people talking. And in 2024, that kind of attention, it's worth millions. And Jake also knows how to take risks. He's investing and leveraging his fame in many ways that people aren't even willing to try. Whether or not everything is a success, the key is that he's actually doing it, and that makes him relevant. Now, do I want to be like Jake? No. Do I want my son to look up to Jake? Probably not. When I hit 7 figures, I don't want it to be because people hate me. And I'm definitely not gonna be the loudest man in the room. But let's face it, Jake Paul isn't for everybody. He's loud, brash, unapologetic, and that rubs a lot of people the wrong way. But you can't deny that Jake is a smart businessman. He knows how to capitalize on trends, stir the pot, and convert attention into cash. And at the end of the day, that's what makes him a successful entrepreneur. It's not just about being liked, it's about being noticed. And Jake Paul is the definition of noticed. So love him or hate him, Jake Paul is proving that you don't need to be everyone's favorite to build your personal brand. If anything, it's a reminder that controversy is almost a shortcut to success. Now, if you thought Jake was a man that you could learn a thing or two from, you ought to check out this video that I made of a man that taught me more than a few things. Go check it out. Right here. It's right here. Click it right here. This one. Watch it. Go watch it. Right here. Yeah. Seriously, go watch it.